What's up guys, hope you're doing well. So today I have a review of the SteelSeries Arctis 9X for you guys. So these are a premium set of wireless gaming headphones designed to be compatible with Xbox and PC. And they have actually said that it will be compatible with the new generation of Xbox Series X and Xbox Series S. So if you are thinking of buying one of the new Xbox consoles and would like a sweet pair of headphones to go along with it, then I think you should keep watching. Now, the headphones have been out for well over a year now, so I'm late to the review party, as usual, but I have been using them consistently ever since they launched, so I think I might have a few extra insights for you guys as opposed to reviews when the product first launched. So let's get into it, starting with the design and the build quality. So as you guys can see, this is quite an understated pair of headphones. There's no flashy RGB, there's no crazy colors. And to be honest, that's how I like it. I'm going to be wearing these headphones most of the time, so I wouldn't get to see those lights anyway. Plus they just drain extra battery. The materials that are used are high quality. So it's a mixture of metal around the band at the top, and most of the body is made from plastic, but everything feels really nice to the touch. And you can bend it different kinds of ways and it doesn't make any crazy sounds, which is more than can be said for most of the headsets that are out there on the market. The ear cups can rotate to make it a little bit easier to wear around the neck, but unfortunately they do not fold in, which is going to make it a little bit more difficult to travel with because it's going to take up more space. The microphone is built into the headphones and is retractable, which in my opinion is a very nice feature, and it is also very easy to adjust into different kinds of positions. I'm a fan of the controls as well. So most of the action happens on the back of the right ear cup. So going from top to bottom, you first got your volume slider. Then you've got the mute button, which when you press it, there's actually a small red light on the microphone itself that lights up to let you know that you are muted. You've then got your Bluetooth pairing button. And then you've got a indicator LED, which shows you when you are pairing Bluetooth, it flashes. But also when you turn the headset on, it shows you roughly what kind of battery percentage you have left. And I'll talk about that in just a minute. Moving further down, you've got the power button on and off. And then you've got the charging port, which is unfortunately micro USB. I really wish that it was USB-C, and to be honest, for a 2019 product, it really should have been. But it's not the end of the world. And finally, you've got your line in so that you can also connect an auxiliary cable. There's not much happening on the left side. The only thing you have at the back here is this little scroll wheel, which you can use to adjust the balance between the game and the party chat sound levels, which is actually a very useful feature. Comfort is a huge deal for me. It's probably even more important than sound quality. So if I'm going to be wearing a pair of headphones for an extended period of time, I want to know that when I finally take off my headphones, I don't have a headache or I don't have any pain around my ears. And that is the reason that I actually got this headset in the first place, because I read some reviews and people said it was very comfortable. Before that, I was using the HyperX Cloud Alpha, which is a really nice headset in itself, but unfortunately it just wasn't very comfortable for me. But I'm happy to report that this is the most comfortable headset that I've ever tried. It fits perfectly around my ears. The headset itself isn't too heavy, so my head doesn't become uncomfortable and there's no strain on my neck even after hours of using it. The strap at the top does a good job of keeping my head in the place so that it's not sliding around. And finally, the ear cups themselves, luckily they don't clamp onto my head with the force of 1,000 suns like some of the other headsets I've tried. Once you turn it on, the good news keeps on coming. Sound quality is solid, especially for gaming. After all, that is what it was designed to do. You can listen to music on it as well. I've done quite a bit of testing before making this review, and I would say it's passable. That said, I've had a lot of really nice headphones over the years, so I'm a bit of a snob when it comes to listening to music. But I would say that the sound from the 9X is quite balanced. Nothing is really overpowering. It's clean, there's not much distortion, but I would say it's lacking a bit of soundstage for me, and music just doesn't really pop like I would like it to. But at the end of the day, like I said, this is a gaming headset, and in that area, it delivers. I can easily hear footsteps around me in Call of Duty, even with explosions and other sounds going on at the same time. I really appreciate this slider here so you can adjust between party chat and game audio. It just makes life a lot easier so you don't have to go into your console or your game settings and start messing around with things there. I also think that the microphone is actually really good on this device. Generally speaking, even headsets that claim to have good microphones with noise cancellation end up sounding a bit meh. But I've received several compliments from various people that I've played with, and they've all said the same thing, which is that I sound loud and clear. So, to give you guys an idea of what the microphone sounds like, I'm now actually talking to you through the microphone of the SteelSeries Arctis 9X. So what do you guys think? I think overall it sounds pretty good. Obviously it's not a studio microphone, but for a gaming headset it's better than almost anything else I've tried personally. You want to have the microphone at least a few inches away from your mouth. I have noticed that if you get too close to your mouth, the audio starts to clip and distort and it starts to sound worse. But all in all, I think it sounds pretty great. Battery life is particularly impressive. SteelSeries says that you can go for up to 20 hours of listening on a single charge. And although I haven't gone out and tested that specifically, I would say that I go at least 1 week in between having to charge this, which is perfectly fine for me. The LED indicator is useful. It lights up green when you have 100% down to 50% battery. It changes then to solid yellow if it's 49% down to 20. Solid red is 19 down to 10, and blinking red is 9 down to 1. Now, there's one thing about this headset that I'm not really a big fan of. You see, I use this headset both on my PC as well as my Xbox, and while it is possible to do that, there are a few things that you should know. First of all, if you do want to use it on PC, you're going to need the Xbox wireless adapter for Windows, and that's going to cost you around an extra $20 on the already quite high price tag of these headphones. But it's also a bit of a pain to switch between PC and Xbox. So each time you want to switch over, you're going to have to pair it again with the new device. And you do that by turning off the headset, and then you will hold down the power button and also hold down the Bluetooth pairing button of either the Xbox or the wireless adapter until it syncs up. Note that one of the features that you can do with this and the Xbox is when you turn this headset on, it can actually automatically wake up or turn on your Xbox. And although that does sound like a nice feature, when you want to then move over to PC and pair it with that, when you turn this thing on, it's going to turn on your Xbox even if you don't want it to. Also, it's a bit of a tedious process, at least for pairing with the PC. I sometimes have to try several times before it finally works, even though I've been doing the same exact thing on the previous attempts which were unsuccessful. So for me, this is the biggest drawback of the headset. I wish that it had a couple of profiles that it could remember, and then you could automatically switch between them without having to redo this whole pairing process every time. The headset also isn't cheap, so it's around $200 in the US or around £180 in the UK, which is a lot for a gaming headset. But I'm of the opinion that you're better off spending a little bit more money on a really nice piece of equipment that you can hopefully use and enjoy for several years to come. So in conclusion, I think this must be one of, if not the, best wireless gaming headsets on the market right now for Xbox and PC. Note that if you have a PlayStation, you can get the regular SteelSeries Arctis 9, so without the X, and that's basically exactly the same headset, except that is compatible with PlayStation and PC instead of Xbox and PC. Note that you'll have to buy a different kind of Bluetooth receiver to make that one work with PC. So, in conclusion, I give this headset the very prestigious and still relatively new Quick Tech News seal of approval. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please don't forget to leave a like, and if you're new around here, why not subscribe so you don't miss out on any of my new videos. Thank you guys, and see you next time.